You need to learn a little bit about the history of the dollar, and I'm going to give you a quick whirlwind tour of dollar history so that you can protect yourself and your family during this period of economic crisis. First of all, the dollar was at one time gold and silver, and people used to carry, for example, a $20 gold piece around just as likely as they carried a $20 bill. The $20 bill was exchangeable at any bank or financial institution for that $20 gold piece itself. The promise of the government to redeem that paper money for the underlying gold or silver began to be repudiated during the New Deal in the 1930s, when Americans were forced, under penalty of law, under threat of imprisonment and fine, forced to turn their gold over to the United States government for virtually irredeemable paper money. The myth that the dollar was backed, though, somehow or another by gold persisted for some years, until August 15th of 1971, when Richard Nixon slammed shut the gold window entirely. Up until that time, at least foreigners could stand in line, and if they were willing to wait, they could exchange the US dollars that they had taken over the years for gold. But suddenly, at that time, the United States left the gold standard, or any semblance of the gold standard, behind. The world since then has been working on a dollar exchange standard. And just like foreign governments or central banks at one time held gold in their central bank reserves and issued their own paper currencies against that gold, now foreign governments and central banks have held the United States dollar as their reserve against which they issue their own currency. Unfortunately for us, the game has gone on a little too long, and central bankers around the world are beginning to look at this burgeoning stockpile of US dollars and wondering what its real worth is, and whether its worth or its value will persist in the future, or whether it will deteriorate as it has been deteriorating. They are all nervously eyeing one another and looking for the dollar exit. And the first one to hit the door gets out pretty well, exchanging his dollars for valuable wealth. The last man to hit the door finds that his dollars are not exchangeable for anything. You need to understand a little bit about the history of the dollar to know where we are in this process, because it's all coming to a head now. A currency crisis is a very destructive episode. It is not pleasant for individuals or their families. Now, you have the choice of being prepared and profiting ahead of the curve, or you can wait and be victimized by decades of governmental irresponsibility. The Dollar Meltdown is being printed now. It is available for pre-order at thedollarmeltdown.com from any of your favorite book dealers. A copy then will be shipped directly to your home from the first printing, so that you won't have to wait. I'm Charles Goyette. Best wishes for prosperity to you and your family.